Jennifer, tell me a little bit about your yoga experience. I understand that this isn't the first time, but you've been doing this for about 6 weeks now.
Yes, I've been a student of Suzanne Graham's in the past, prior to my cancer diagnosis, but I've been invited to participate in this program for about 6 weeks now.
What has been the biggest difference for you from your traditional yoga class to the restorative yoga?
The name restorative yoga explains it all. When I lie down on this mat in this room following my cancer diagnosis, I find that I may start to well up and cry just a tad, 2 or 3 or 4 times during the session. I feel like that's somehow the spiritual and emotional cleansing that's helping me during this time, whereas prior to my diagnosis, I saw it more as, get in there and be fit and work hard, and now I'm pampered and I love it, and it strengthens me in every way.
Yeah, I noticed during my previous interview when you were in the background how at peace you appeared. Do you find this kind of peace any other way?
Well, prayer is very similar, but I find that at home now I'll take 30 minutes just to lie and do that deep breathing that we do in here, because to spend an hour and a quarter just breathing deeply and slowly moving your joints is just extremely energizing, restful, very, very different than anything I've done before.
Was that something that caught you by surprise when you started doing it?
It did,
How
totally.
So?
I think I expected to come in and do a lot of, dogs and cats. I'm not even sure of my proper terminology, but a lot of these things we are so comfortable. We do them from the mat, from the floor for the most part, so that there's not a whole lot of tension and strain on the body, but yet you're getting that entire cleansing of the interior, and the chance just to think and to be at rest in a common group. And I think probably the main thing I feel is just a great level of gratitude while I'm in here. Gratitude to Suzanne for leading it, to Terry Honeymeyer for helping to organize it, to any patrons that are helping to support it, to UAB for even thinking to offer such a wonderful program for people such as myself.
Tell me a little bit, I guess, about the first days, because if you did yoga beforehand and then coming out of cancer and the tiredness and the exhaustion that comes along with that, have you felt like you've been able to work at a pace comfortable to you?
Yes, in fact, I am still very much in the throes of my treatment plan. In fact, I finished this morning. I have not felt really very swift all day, but this is the evening of my week that I look forward to it. I see it as a challenge every week to reach Thursday in order to get to come here and do this. So even from a level of maybe feeling that little funky thing that a lot of us will feel, some worse than others, I can't wait to get here, to be with the group, to breathe. I always feel better afterwards. I never feel strained or stressed. I always feel just really very peaceful and very hopeful.
How does it help to have people that are participating that know what you're going through, that know how it feels?
That's been really precious to me. My friend Virginia Lindsay actually invited me here. She was actually my student in my art classes at my gallery prior to my diagnosis, but yet she saw what I was going through and was already a part of this and invited me. So that's a nice exchange of
and do you find
ideas.
that you keep in contact outside of the classes?
Yes,
so
yes.
Checking each other's progress and,
Yes.
and encouraging?
Yes, if you really want to know, my house is just around the corner from here, and Virginia comes every week to dinner after class, and a couple of those times the whole class has come. My husband is my major caregiver and a chef himself, so he prepares a nice, light, yoga-type nutritional meal for all of us, and we share with one another.
What do you hope, as you continue your treatment, what do you hope to take away from this? Do something to continue for the rest of your life, or to make the next step? Where's the transition for you as you complete this?
First and foremost, it's just a shot at longevity. My husband and I had heard early on that exercise and specifically yoga were proven, had been charted and graphed to assist in the longevity of people with cancer. So immediately I jumped onto the idea of exercise and yoga. There wasn't much I could do at first other than walk to the mailbox and back and then down the block and back. And now on my non-chemo treatment weeks, I'm able to walk 2 or 3 miles every morning and still come to yoga one night a week. And I just feel like it's a perfect balance for me. It's strengthened my body each and every week out of about 14 weeks now that I've been on this journey.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
I think that's good.
I think you did a great job.
Yeah, thank you.
So much.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you, Philip.
All right, so part 2.
Okay.
So you are an artist.
Yes.
Has this impacted you in your art, perhaps?
Yes, my whole world has changed, as you can imagine. I actually keep my studio in my dining room now at home. Still own the gallery, but from my dining room, I'm able to paint every day as if I am completely back at work. I'm just not out exposed to the general public in the way that I was. The paintings are coming, as we expected, from an even deeper place. They always did come from a deeper place. But I feel that, yes, definitely the yoga and the exercise just brings out more. It just makes you think more holistically, more restful. And as I rest more, my paintings have more energy. And that seems like a juxtaposition, but it is how it is happening for me.
So your palette has sort of changed.
Yes.
Your line. It's very interesting. So, what kind of art do you do?
I paint with a palette knife on oversized canvases for the most part. I've always been known for my angels. Obviously, the angels have told, maybe not obviously, but they have definitely told a story of my journey even prior to understanding that I had this diagnosis. They had all seemed to stand up in a line, like as if they were locking wings, interlocking wings, in protection for me ahead of the diagnosis. And since then, there are some that are just, coming up and out and over and, reaching for new places. And they all have wonderful names, Glory and, Alive, Live. So I definitely, as an artist, am very, very privileged to be able to have my studio at home during this time, to be able to reach into those places and put it out on the canvas as a big part of my healing that then reaches other people, because the paintings always go to someone who needs them more than I need them.
Perfect. I guarantee you when Sherry listens to that, she's going to say, we need to get back with her and go see her studio. That's my best Sherry Jackson impression. Sorry, Sherry.
Thanks, Sherry.